what it is it's people put their guard down when they shouldn't put their guard down. The predators typically a predator starts out with a big smile on their face. It's like even before Kevin Dutton wrote about psychopaths, it's like it was kind of like a duh. I mean, kind of like tell me something I didn't. I mean, it's just like look at the con artist. Look at Jim Jones. Look at the different ones that have had some sort of religious title attached to them. Whether it was church administrator, church secretary, whatever. But basically, and that's what made me start looking into things and going, oh crap, where are their licenses to be what they're calling themselves from an independent state licensing agency? And what it is one of them. When I look back at him, he was. It can be a he or a she, but basically. Psychopaths, there's no gender distinction in them. There's no gender distinction. But basically, the number, I mean, it's just somebody that sits there and brags about being a cold-hearted bitch. That's not the way to be. That's the reason why it's imperative to stay away from them. It can be a cold-hearted bastard. B-A-S-S turd. Like fish poop. But anyhow, just look at the crap. And I think one of them that they're hypocrites. And that's the reason why I'm like, look at what Jesus was against. Hypocrites, workers of iniquity, scribes, Pharisees, and just think about who the oppressors are. Think about who the wicked are. But basically, they knew when they were going to be wicked, and they get their little marbles off on being wicked, and there's no reason to talk to them. They already chose the path of wickedness. Whether they were doing what's called gaslighting, minimizing, that kind of stuff, they already chose that path. An example of somebody that chose the path of wickedness is somebody who calls a rapist a husband of a child bride. That's just one example of minimizing rape and giving preferential treatment to a rapist. Yeah, and I think about the coldness and the callousness of a guy talking about being drugged and raped is not any worse than is less painful or less harmful, whatever, than just being raped. And I was like, oh man. I mean, as somebody that speaks out of ignorance. That's one of the ones that, because men quit treating women decently, they don't want to take. It's kind of like for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Oh, but they want to sit there and condemn the women's rights movement for that basically being sick and tired of misogynistic pigs. Same thing with the guys that want to sit there and basically sound like, oh, that only women rape. Wake up. Somebody like that has a very skewed perspective. Very skewed. Very manipulative. I've listened to men and women who have talked to me about being raped. So don't sit there and skew information for whatever your ulterior agenda is. I talked to somebody that I was expecting to help me, and they didn't help me, and I talked to them about being raped, being drugged and raped and stuff, and guess what later happened to their daughter? All I'm saying is that so sometimes things come back to bite the ones that chose to have deaf ears and aren't deaf. Same things with the ones who acted blind and aren't blind. And when I say that I've seen things, I may not have been there, so, but basically, one of them was sitting there and talking down it to me. Very misogynistic pig. And, sat there and acted stupid about what he had done. So think about the ones who lied to immigration as far as why they came to America and have been imploding America from within. They're the ones who typically have gone into real estate and have somebody who's a lawyer, who was given a brokerage license, who also has somebody who's a medical doctor, and has somebody who but basically it's the same crap. Most definitely violating state nepotism laws, always cramming religion onto people.